Welcome to the War Room. We got Dev, Kill, Jimmy, PJ, B. Austin, the Hot Block Commander. How you want it in a 1 or 2 hour show to keep the brain running with the premise to talk sports on a national level. Roll with the topic, sorta like the rebels. When it's game time, they like the Fab Five during prime time. Sports conglomerates speak their minds a little bit. For sports medicine and sports veterans and greats. The 4 for 26, so the war ain't Kuwait. It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys, diversified and educated.
What up, everybody out there, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. The War Room Generals are with you again, live for our 7th annual War Room pregame tailgate. This is for Super Bowl 51 between those Atlanta Falcons and your New England, Patriots. Y'all know the drill. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Devin McMillan. I'm at the round table with the other generals. We got Jimmy the Blueprint, and we got the homie B. Austin, man. The Super Bowl is finally here. This will be the last of the bloviating, the last of the talking heads. We're just going to discuss anything we didn't get to on Thursday. We're definitely going to give our final picks just in case anybody had a change of heart. B. Austin wasn't with us Thursday, so we can get his picks as well. So keep it locked right here for the next 45 minutes to an hour. And if you want to holler at us throughout the show to give us your picks, please do. You can call us right now. At 323-410-0012, press 1 if you're listening from your phone. Also, you can join us in the JW Philly Realty chat room at blogtalkradio.com/The War Room, or on Facebook or Twitter if you just want to give us your picks that way. You guys know the deal throughout the week. Just listen to the War Room Sports Podcast Network to enjoy the greatest sports and non-sports podcasts the web has to offer. But look, no more talking from me. Y'all know the website, warroomsports.com. Fellas, what is the deal? Super Bowl 51 is here. What's the deal with you?
Yo, man, if I hear any more hanger-oners to Julio's jockstrap, I'm wondering how he's going to be able to get open.
That's crazy.
As my brother B. Austin likes to constantly remind me, I don't love sports no more, so I'm like the other fans. I just want to see what these commercials got to offer me right now, beloved. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You want to check the commercials?
I'm trying to see if Peyton going to have a bunch of commercials. You know what I mean? Is Marshawn going to make an appearance? Like, what's popping with these commercials?
Yo, before we get too deep into it, Dev, you weren't a part of this, but Jimmy and I lost a very near and dear homie of ours. Yo, rest in peace to the boy Miz. Shout out to Money and Violence.
Yo, no comment, man.
Rest in peace to him, though. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was reading the conversation. I wasn't really, a part of it. But real quick, before we get into this Super Bowl 51, which is down in Houston, Texas, we will have the homie Mike Scott calling in, War Room Sports correspondent. He's down in Houston. He's going to give us a call in a few minutes just to give us the atmosphere down there, what's going on with the fans, the ladies, we still men here. We're going to see what's going on down in Houston, Texas right now, hours before kickoff of the game. But look, and until we do that, look, we just got to talk about the game, man. B. Austin, you didn't get to talk on Thursday because you weren't on the air with us. What's your initial thoughts about the matchup in general? Do you think this is an even matchup? I was in the barbershop yesterday, and there was a lot of people in there saying that the Patriots was going to run away with this thing, 42-17, stuff like that, saying that Matty Ice not ready for the big game. What are your thoughts on that?
Yo, man, first of all, hashtag PSP, Philly support Philly. We all about that here in the War Room. I think that those people are kooky. I think they're crazy. This is a very interesting matchup for me because from a talent standpoint, the Patriots would seem to be on the short end of the stick at a disadvantage. But then, aren't they always?
They got the Oracle, though. All they need is the Oracle, man.
Yo, they definitely got the Oracle. They got Neo. So, who am I to question their talent deficiencies? But yeah, man, This is going to be a good one, man. This is going to be a good one because
you know the funny thing, Dev? You make a great point because one of the biggest points I wanted to make as we do this pregame show, because everything's been talked about ad nauseum, but the one thing I've never talked about is the fact that the whole thing people always talk about is experience, because I think that's kind of overblown because New England has a lot of new players, but at the same time, their base is the same with the Oracle, and I hate the fact that coach the Patriots. I respect him so much for being
he counts for some experience. Just him
you know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, if he trained the other team and they had this kind of success, their fan base would be whole too.
Yo, the Matrix is getting me, brother. Toe is here. Toe is here.
Toe, stop it! I got points to make. Can y'all hear me though?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
What I'm saying is this though. What I'm saying is The Falcons, and Dev can attest to this because Dev and PJ always slander the Falcons for never being able to get over the hump, for putting in mad work during the regular season. So to me, I just wonder if getting to the bowl is them getting over the hump, and now they're going to have an off game. Like, is this enough for them, or are they still as hungry as they were? I think about that because making it to the bowl is an achievement in itself, and they've been getting a lot of Blumpkins this week, Julio and Matty Ice specifically. So, I just wonder if this is a step in terms of them becoming a dominant team, or are they ready right now to be those guys?
But Jim, first of all, sports fans aren't really fair with that such and such can't win the big game thing, because we're used to seeing Matt Ryan and the Falcons maybe fizzle out in the first round. A couple of times they made it to the conference finals. Wherever they go, that next game is the big game. Like, you've seen this with Tony Romo all these times. He loses in the first round. People say he can't win the big game. So he gets in the playoff again. He can't win the big game. He wins that game. So the next game turns into the big game. You win that game. So Matt Ryan's in the Super Bowl now. They lose this game, they're going to say, oh, Matt Ryan can't win the big game. He just won the two big games that you said he couldn't win.
I'm not talking about necessarily winning the big game. I'm talking about if making it is enough, because the thing about it is,
I feel you.
No matter how many, and I get your point too, but no matter how many big games you play, because there's a lot of big games in your career. Like, there's regular season games that are big games. But we all know the Super Bowl is bright lights. It's big time. The entire world is watching. That's another level.
Well, look, real quick before we move on, we got War Room Sports correspondent Mike Scott down in Houston, Texas, live. I know he only has a few minutes because it's crazy busy down there. We're going to go to him real quick, get a few questions in until he has to roll out. Mike, what's going on, bro? You down there?
Yeah, gentlemen, how you doing?
Mike
Scott, good.
Look,
what's going on?
I know it's crazy down there, so we want to get a feel of the atmosphere from you, but at the same time, this is still the War Room. This is still us. What the ladies looking like?
We're trying to see. We just want to know. We want to know.
Listen, man. Listen.
We trying to see how many IG models is down there, yo.
Listen, it's
we gotta
crazy,
give them respect.
Man. Well, you do. They enterprising too. But listen, there's a lot of chasers down here. Trust me. It's a lot of thirst, and because of the Houston heat.
Okay.
A lot of parched throats.
What's backstage? That's what we trying to find out.
What you've seen, who's representing more? Like, how Patriots fans or Atlanta fans?
Atlanta. Yes, there's a lot.
I mean, because they all drove there.
They all drove. They flew in. There's a few at my hotel. A few at the hotel that I'm representing. It's crazy. Like, it's a lot of Atlanta fans down here, and they are repping. Boston fans, they like, we did it. You know what I mean? We used to
spoiled. They spoiled.
Yeah, they spoiled. Atlanta fans, they're taking it all in. They're taking it all in.
And it's not just the Patriots. I mean, if you go back the last decade, they've won a title damn near in every sport. Every major sport.
Exactly.
They
darn sure have.
Exactly.
They've won multiple titles.
They're definitely representing. It's a lot of Patriot jerseys down here, but Atlanta, and it's their scene. This is Atlanta's scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of celebrities, a lot of because Atlanta's well represented in the hip hop community now.
Right.
So all of them are down here. T.I., 2 Chainz, and whole lot of people. The Galleria was crazy yesterday with Mayweather and all those guys down there. So, but the Atlanta scene is definitely popping. They came out.
Yo, can y'all imagine Atlanta on Tuesday if they win this game?
Oh man,
like
they
gonna have strippers at the parade.
Have like half off lap dances, and it'd be crazy, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna be crazy in Atlanta if they win. It's gonna be.
So,
listen, the streets around here, it is though. Like Houston was a good venue. It's electric. The weather worked out, and like everybody's just like walking around. I'm downtown Atlanta right now. Like I'm looking at the NFL Live, which they had to shut down yesterday because they sold so many tickets.
Wow.
They didn't even sell tickets anymore after like 6 o'clock. Like you couldn't go and experience it unless you had already purchased your ticket because the line was so long. You know what I mean? Like. It's a lot of people just taking everything in down here, everything. And then Atlanta, Get this, Atlanta has a post-game party at the Marquee already set up.
They probably like win or lose. We got the
Usher,
strippers here.
T.I., and 2 Chainz to perform.
Wow.
Lose,
I'm wondering. I guess the show must
go
on. Even if they go out there and get pummeled, the show must go on. So, Mike, let me get your thoughts on the actual game, though, because, I mean, a lot of people are giving Atlanta a chance. A lot of people are picking Atlanta, but I still think general consensus is the Patriots are experienced. The Patriots should go out and win. What do you think Atlanta has to do in order to beat this team?
Listen, I think Atlanta has to do exactly what they've done all year, and that's get up on people. The only problem with it, and here's the drawback to that, the people they've gotten up on during the course of the year hasn't been the Patriots. The Patriots sling the ball around. So they won't be out of their comfort zone if they get up on them. You know what I mean? Tom Brady can sit back there and throw the ball 45 times, 50 times, and win the game. We've seen that. So it'll be very interesting, how Atlanta responds to that if they get up and think that, okay, we can unleash the dog, and Tom Brady's like, okay, we'll let them come. So everybody's anticipating a shootout, but it always goes the opposite. I do think Atlanta has a shooter's chance. Atlanta can come into the game and win the game. The expectations for their defense, I think, a little lower than what they should be. People are underestimating this defense. Atlanta's reminding me a lot of the Colts team that won the Super Bowl that went into that game.
I was just about to say that.
20-something ranked defense, and then they got on a roll. They got hot late. It only matters what you're doing right now. So we'll see. It is. I'm actually excited about. I have no. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this Super Bowl, and that's a good thing. That's what the NFL wants. So.
Right. See, but I was thinking the same. I was thinking of the Colts defense as well, because you talked about how Atlanta's strength throughout the season was getting early leads on people, and that was kind of the same strength of the Colts because they didn't have a great all-around defense. But once they got that lead, they did have those edge rushers that they can just unleash on you and make it a difficult day trying to catch up. So Atlanta kind of built like that. Yeah. They might not have two great ones like the Colts had at that time, but they got something. But like Mike said, it's going to be difficult to get up on the Patriots in that kind of manner. But Mike, we know you got to roll out. But you said you don't know who's going to win, so that means you're not giving us a pick before you roll?
I am giving you a pick. I like Tom Brady because he reminds me of me. He's the popular guy that dresses nice with the hot girlfriend, the hot girl. He has very similar traits. I can't go against that.
That's your kindred spirit out there. That's your man.
And listen, not over the experience. I think that's totally overrated. Because you got to win once. When Tom Brady won in 2000, did he have any experience?
No, he's supposed to get pummeled.
Right. So that's overrated. I'm picking them because I just think that the Patriots are a better team and that Belichick will take away the best thing the best weapon that they had. Julio.
That they'll be able to take Julio away.
Right.
And so they won't be able to score 40 points. Like the last team that took Julio away. Okay.
Yeah, well, I know they have a lot of other weapons, but listen, I got to go with terrific Tom. I have to.
No doubt, yo. But getting back to the IG models down there though, never mind. Let me stop.
Dude. Listen, let me tell you something. When I pulled in to my hotel, like my first experience, a girl walked by. You remember the old biker shorts that we used to wear like back in the day, or like Jimmy used to wear back in the day?
Never, but I know you're talking about though, champ.
Yeah. They were prevalent. Like as soon as I pulled, like past my window, I couldn't get like my luggage. I couldn't get, valet couldn't open my door without me seeing that first. Like it's crazy between the Houston girls and the Atlanta girls. It's crazy. Now the Patriots girls, they're.
Yeah.
But the Houston and Atlanta girls down here.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then
lot
you
of
gotta
STDs being given out this past week. But listen though, hey, Austin and Dev, y'all see how Mike's stunning on us a couple times. You know what I mean? My hotel. You know what I mean? He hit us with the. I couldn't even get out of valet. You know what I mean? I see you stunting on us and all that.
And he own a hotel.
Boy said I couldn't even get out of valet. That's what's up, though, man. That's what's up. We know you gotta go, but thanks, man. Thanks for your time, though, homie.
Be easy,
good,
beloved.
Gentlemen. Listen, watch the game. It's probably be one of the best Super Bowls we've had in a
so.
while.
That's my only hope. I don't care who wins, but I hope it's a good game.
Yeah, it will be. I am rooting for Matt Ryan, Philly guy. Don't forget that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, homie, take it easy.
Yo, the problem that we face in sports is so emotional. People already have a narrative made up in their minds, so it's not as if anything that we say or do right now is going to change the vast majority of people's minds, but hopefully we can give you some nuggets to think on. I think from a talent standpoint, Atlanta is actually more talented than New England. I think if Atlanta can somehow find a way to get up 2 scores, I think, and not take their foot off the gas, do not look at anything Andy Reid would do when he is up 2 scores. If they can keep pushing, they can win this game. What I'm afraid of is the pressure that comes with being within 7 points of Tom Terrific and Bill Belichick. If Bill Belichick, the lights will go out, thunder and lightning will strike, playbooks will disappear. Something will happen if they're within 7 points in the fourth quarter. And the closer it is, the more likely it is that the Patriots win. If New England or if Atlanta can find a way to score points because they get into the 30s with ease, get into the 40s every now and again, then they can rock and roll. Dev, what say you?
It's definitely a formula that works for them. That's great for them, but it's still, this is that team that is just, it's going to be difficult to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I pretty much think if Atlanta gets a 14 on anybody, it's probably a wrap because, they can just sling the ball around and do what they do. But, the Patriots, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Patriots have this weird way of slowing the game down without even running the ball. Like, they will dink and dunk you. They was dink and dunk you like
their passing game is like a running game, though.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting, man. But, man, I just want a good game. I swear, the playoffs have been so ass cheeks that I just want, like, a great game. Outside of Dallas and Green Bay, the playoffs have been terrible. So
for you, Jimmy, a good game lends itself to the Patriots winning, man, to be honest.
Think so? No, here's what makes an ideal game for me. If the Falcons win, but Tom Brady, it's a close game, but Tom Brady has a chance to win at the very end.
And doesn't?
That to me is a perfect game.
You said it doesn't.
I ain't gonna lie.
I actually, Matt Ryan has carved out not in big moments, not like playoff type moments, but Matt Ryan in his career, he's carved out a little bit of a niche for doing some things late. So I think if it comes down to the final possession for either one of these teams, we have a great chance to see some fireworks. Because I've seen a lot of situations where Atlanta's down somebody scores and you think it's over, and then Matt turns his sights to Julio for about 3 or 4 plays, and they already down on your 1 yard line. So either team, with the last possession, last gas, got a great chance to win this game. And people probably think that's like some Captain Obvious stuff. That's really not, because I can name you a lot of teams, playoff teams included, where if they get in that situation, it's pretty much probably a wrap. So
yeah,
it could be a great.
True.
Yeah.
Real quick, just want to let y'all know that shout out to DJ Willie G. He couldn't call in, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted me to go on the record and say he got Falcons 28, Pats 23. He put that on our War Room Sports Game Time app for those who are not a member of that. You know what I'm saying? It's on GroupMe.
Get your life together.
Sports all day long. But DJ Willie G just put that in there. So shout out to DJ Willie G.
Shout out to him. One of the things that's been going around that I have a little bit of a problem with, and I want to get you gentlemen's opinion. Like there's this notion, and I guess it really comes out of Boston as opposed to anywhere else in the universe. I didn't say the earth, I said the universe. New England's top receiver, now that Gronkowski is down and not in this game, is Julian Edelman. And Atlanta's top receiver is an original man. But there's these comparisons that Julian Edelman, who would you rather have? Because Julian Edelman has led the league in receptions, has done some amazing things.
The conversation is not worth my time.
Hold on. I'm follow along, but I feel disrespected.
That conversation is not worth my time.
Like, yo,
right.
I'm trying to follow along, cuz, but you're talking about arguably the single best.
I mean, I know it's not you, but that ain't.
No, I'm just saying you're talking about arguably the single best receiver in the league versus Yo, because I don't want to disrespect the guy, but like
Julian, alright though, man.
No, he's nice, but I mean, it's like 3 or 4 dudes that can do what he does, like. And I can name them. Like, it's a bunch of slot dudes. I mean, Wes Welker type dude. I mean, but
all them dudes were led by Wes Welker as their daddy.
Yeah, so you're comparing you're comparing Wes Welker to like Terrell Owens. Is essentially what you're doing.
Wes Welker and Randy Moss, FOH.
Like the boy is talented from an athletic standpoint, like because all these shows go ad nauseum and go so deep into their lives. Like I was watching like how big of a track star he was on one of these jumps. Like this boy's a freak athlete.
Fast.
He's a freak athlete, so you can't compare him to like that's disrespectful, B.
You
out of pocket for that one. Yo, we got the homie Tobias calling in. We got
okay.
We got Tobias calling in. Let's see what his picks look like.
Cool.
Yo,
Roll down Tide. I just hope Fred calls in Thursday when the Patriots lose. I'm saying Falcons 35, New England 24, and that 24 gonna be garbage. Garbage touchdown. Here's the thing. Everybody.
He's saying the Falcons are gonna put on a show.
See, here's the thing that people don't realize. A lot of these analysts are picking the Patriots because of Brady Belichick. Last time I checked, they haven't won 110 straight games. They have been beaten. and I think here's the thing that people are missing. Yeah, the Falcons defense is young. They're young. But they are fast and they play a lot of man. Are those guys, and like, remember, New England take advantage of those zone defense.
They play that cat coverage. I got that cat.
Here we go. Break it down,
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to break this down. Also, they could put pressure on Tom Brady, move him off his spot. You remember what Jimmy's boys did to Brady last year? When they moved him off that spot, Brady was getting hit.
The Giants at the blueprint. The Giants rushed forward and beat him up like he was in a street fight, and that's why the Giants have been the one team that's beat them in the bowl, because the Giants were able to get to them. The thing about football, right? It doesn't matter how great a quarterback you are. You could be Joe Montana, John Elway, Dan Marino, Tom Brady. When you're getting hit, it changes the game. I don't care who you are.
What Mike Tyson say, Jim?
Everybody got a plan so they get hit.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, and the thing is, what happens is I like the way, even though I'm a Bucs fan, I do like the way the Falcons built their offense. I said it once, I said it again. When they signed Mohamed Sanu, they didn't sign a second number one receiver. They signed a guy who always been a number two, and cool with that. And I think that's the way. And then they also got two good running backs in the backfield that can catch. I know they going back to 2000 or whenever when they beat the Rams. The league has changed since then, by the way, as well. And the Falcons' offensive staff, they don't have the ego Mike Martz did. Because we know Mike Martz had an ego, so he goes try to do it his way. Yeah. I think people are selling the Falcons short, man.
We will see, man.
I don't know how short you can sell them. They about to play in the bowl.
but what I'm saying is that people thinking, they just say, oh, they don't have any experience. You got to have experience one day. At the end of the day, you got to play.
He's right though, Joe. He right. Like I told you, I was in the barbershop yesterday, and Cats was in there straight disrespecting the Falcons. I heard 43-17. I heard 35-20.
And that's interesting because I guess it's just a matter of like your circle because most people I know have been talking about how the Falcons are going to win, but then again, I know a lot of haters, and they probably don't.
They probably just don't like the
Patriots. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Shout to all the haters.
The loudest dude in the shop yesterday, old head, loud ball. Anybody who walked in and said anything about the Falcons, he was betting them 100 right there on the spot.
Damn, talk to him.
I seen him bet like 4 people 100. If the Falcons win, he gonna have a real bad Monday.
Hey.
Because the money's already left. They had to give the money to a barber, so the barber's going to dole out the dough after after
net
the
worth. Net worth is fitting to change.
Shout out to the old.
Hey, can I say this real quick before I go?
Yeah,
hey, thanks for the call, but I got to say this one. The Super Bowl experience means not hanging out with Eugene Robinson and Warren Sapp that week, but also, but I will say this also. The thing is, at the end of the day, when that whistle's blown, it's about those two men. And I'll say this real quick. Fred would know this. Julio Jones was the biggest recruit Nick Saban ever gotten because that kind of changed the program. And if you notice how he acts, that he doesn't make a scene. He doesn't be a diva. He does his job. And also, by the way, guys, T.O. should have been in the damn Hall of Fame. I don't know what's going on. He should have been in the Hall of Fame last year, man.
T.O. should have been in
the Hall of Fame. Corny for that, man.
T.O. should have been in the Hall of Fame his last year playing.
They're going to put Edelman on the first ballot.
He should have walked off the field right in the can.
Jim, they're going to put Walter in first ballot.
My man West.
He should have sent penis pictures. Maybe he should have sent penis pictures, held a team hostage, or maybe he may have killed somebody, or maybe he's been a drunk driver. Maybe he should have shown up high on cocaine. Maybe he'll be maybe that makes you a better teammate. But anyway, you guys take it easy.
All right, man.
All right, homie.
Have a good one.
Homie, peace. Yo, man, in the words of the homie
getting his shaft,
Phil,
literally.
Phil said, if he ain't better than Big, he the closest one. Like, T.O. is arguably, because you can make an argument for him or Moss, in my opinion. But they're like the second best receiver to ever play the game, and it's kind of.
And we're not even.
Hilarious.
Y'all know who my second best is. I got T.O. as the second best.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to salute the first best because of what he's.
Oh no, he dead. He dead.
No, it starts at 2 now. It starts at 2.
It's only started 2. There's no number one. Yo, but here's the thing, though, right? I'm still a Moss guy. Pause. I would take Moss first, but if someone made the argument for T.O., I'm not going to argue him down because I could see it going either way. But
because that's the thing. When I have that argument, people will straight start disrespecting T.O., but I don't disrespect Moss if that's who you're arguing. I'm not going to disrespect Moss. If you say he's 2, okay, I can see that.
Now, if you start trying to tell me Torrey Holt or B.O. Cole is up there, that's when we got a problem. But the thing is, though, T.O. and Moss are those guys. But the fact of the matter is, Hall of Fame is becoming a joke. I mean, you got Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens not in the baseball hall. T.O. is not in NBA got it right. NBA be drawn. They moved the whole joint up a year just to get AI and Shaq in. They're taking the opposite approach.
We got some picks that came in from our War Room Sports Game Time app. And if you guys aren't on that, the Super Bowl would be a great time for you guys to get on. If you're on Android or iPhone, you can just get the GroupMe app. Search War Room Sports Game Time. Join in the conversation. We will be talking Super Bowl, and after the Super Bowl, we'll be talking live games, the NBA All-Star game, big NBA games, and the NBA playoffs start. We'll be all over that. But we talk sports 24/7 on War Room Sports Game Time on the Group Me app.
So that's the homie, Rico. The homie Rico, who used to be the champ of my fantasy league, but I'm the champ now.
Yeah.
I just want to
I see you made him change the name.
I'm the captain now.
I made him change his name. I'm the captain now. Anyway, he got Falcons 34-31. Shout out to all my homies. I told you I know a bunch of haters. So that's probably what that is.
DJ Willie G, Falcons 28-23.
Well, we know
DJ Willie G always got a lot of hate in his heart.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure that's a hater pick too.
DJ Willie G.
DJ Willie G had picked the Falcons even if Matt Ryan were out injured.
Yo, he definitely would.
And like he said, like Tobias, DJ Willie G, like they Bucks fans, so I know it has to hurt their hearts to even say that the Falcons are going to win this game. But that's how much people dislike the Patriots. Like, man, I'd pick somebody from my own division over them dudes.
Yeah, pretty much.
B, I wanted to ask you, because we talked about that a little bit on Thursday, Atlanta's running back situation. Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman, who I always call Tevin Campbell for some reason.
I just call him Can We Talk?
They've been a pretty good 1-2 punch throughout the season and throughout the playoffs, even though Devonta Freeman is very candid in saying he's not really with that running back by committee stuff, and he's trying to get a contract.
Yo, how you just dish your teammate like that? They got
at the Super Bowl, at the Super Bowl.
Because like they have to like have a running backs coach and work out together and be close. Like, but he just be like, yo, I'm that
guy.
Then
he get in the media and be like, nah, he don't need to be here. Like, I'm good. So B, what do you think about? Like, what do you think their impact should be and could be on this game? Can they play a major role in bringing down the mighty Patriots?
Yo. My answer to that begins with shout out to and salute to the Blexican Julio Jones, because what's going to end up happening is you're not going to be able to overload the box. And so at some point, if Atlanta is smart, which I believe they are, they're going to test those waters, and the running backs should get close to 30, maybe even over 30 carries this year.
Yeah, and you
should get 30 carries.
What's interesting about that, right? And B. Austin, I'm gonna ask you a quick question, but I just want to mention something Tobias said in reference to what you just said, B. Austin, is that he brought up a point that I haven't heard anyone bring up on any show or anything, and that's how Mike Martz was arrogant, and he basically was like, I'm gonna do it my way and not change my game plan. They came back to bite him, and that he doesn't think their OC is that arrogant. I think that's a valid point. Because the one thing we know about the Patriots, they're the kings of adjustments. But when you adjust with them, you can beat them. Like, they're beatable. Even when they win bowls, they don't, like, really paste anybody.
Right.
So it's possible to beat them. But B. Austin, the one thing we talked about on Thursday, and you weren't there, that I found interesting, is you know that Devonta Freeman is, like, the only back in the league. What was it, Dev? What was it, over 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he's the only back in the league who's gone over 1,000 yards in each of the past 2 seasons.
Did you know that, cuz?
No, I did not.
I think both times he was still at or around or under 1,100 yards, but he's still the only one that's done it. Like, everybody that you would think of was either hurt or just had a bad season. You know, your man DeMarco played terribly in Philly, so we messed up his streak. He could have had 3 in a row, but Chip Kelly wanted to keep running him out of the shotgun.
That's interesting. That shows you that running backs don't matter no more. Everybody's running back by committee. It was interesting to me to see that he's been putting up these kind of numbers. Even though they're not extravagant numbers, but still it's very consistent.
Well, his rushing yards aren't extravagant, but he they both catch the ball out of the backfield, and his touchdowns, he gets into the end zone. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have had 9 this season. He definitely gets into the end zone. I see he must have hung up. We had Fred Purdue on the line, so we knew what he was going to call in and say. He actually filled in for UB during the NFL segment on Thursday, so you know who his pick was. So we'll see if Fred calls back in.
Fred per Patriot?
I want to ask you guys this, because I've heard everybody else talking about it, so I want to get your opinions. If the Patriots win, and let's say in some perfect, social scenario, Tom Brady, who's most likely to do that anyway, wins the MVP, Do you guys think after Deflategate and the punishments, and it seemed like Roger Goodell, in my opinion, only had it out for Tom Brady and the Patriots to prove a point to the rest of the league that we're not giving them favoritism? Because I don't think it's real. I think it's contrived. I think he tried to act tough because he's tired of everybody else saying the Patriots get away with everything. But what if in a perfect situation he has to hand Tom Brady the Lombardi Trophy and or the MVP trophy? Do you think there's going to be any awkward moments up there?
I hope so.
Do you think Tom will do something crazy? No. Or do you think he'll, take the high road, be the better man? And
I think
if he was a real one, he'd say something like, even though I got suspended.
I think Tom will follow the Michael Jordan role you remember when Mike used to pull his jersey up over his mouth so you couldn't really see him cursing the referee out. Like I could see Tom Brady shaking his hand like really, really hard and like pulling him in a bro hug and whispering in his ear, and I quote, because this is just Tom Brady. This isn't what we would do, and this is not. I know it's a family. You ever try that shit again, I will shut your life. You know who I am? I am the.
I'm probably gonna be like, you knew this moment was gonna come. Say something corny like that.
I don't know. Tom might go in though. He might be emboldened. I mean, he is a Trump supporter, so they have the energy right now where they feel like they can say and do whatever they want to do. So he might go in.
You thought you were gonna stop me and my African Americans from winning this Super Bowl?
That's the thing. With Tom Brady, I don't think there's any middle ground. I think he's gonna do something that we're all gonna notice, or he's gonna be like, he's gonna do the Patriot way and take the high road. I think it depends on where he is at the moment, how hype he is, how the game actually ends. You know what I'm saying? I think if they get a win and it's well in hand before the game is over and they have a lot of time to kind of calm down and cool down, I think he might end up, being the good guy about it. But we all know Tom Brady gets hyped, especially, during the heat of battle.
Yeah.
If they do something crazy, win in the last play, like the other year against Seattle, when it came down to the very last play, if they win the game that way and he's still hype and they try to do the ceremony right away, I think Tom might do or say something that we're all going to notice. It might not be anything just blatantly ignorant, but it's going to be something Trump that everybody's looking for, so we're going to know.
Hey, Dev, I got a question for y'all. If the Patriots win, how is y'all president going to go in on Twitter? Because, he's like a Robert Kraft, Belichick, Brady guy. Like, they all, are, tight. So
yeah, I mean, well, you know how divisive he is. He's going to go as far as calling Atlanta the enemy. Like, they not in America.
Yo.
Like, he's great. Like, anybody opposes him is like the enemy. He forgets daily that he has to be the president of the entire country, not just the people.
Area, yo. It's like black and white with him.
You say something bad, you're the enemy.
He's drawing the plans up right now for the invasion of California.
Yo, man. Yeah, he might
California talking that seed from the union stuff. Trump ain't trying to hear it.
Yo, yeah, he might blow them off the earth. I mean, he got to let the IG models escape first before he blow them off the earth. Shout out to y'all. But the fact of the matter is, man, we just gotta have a good game, man. Like, what do you guys think about some of these crazy prop bets, man? Because one thing about football is all these crazy prop bets, and one of the things I saw that I found interesting was will there be like a Dirty Birds dance if the Falcons score? And people were actually betting on that. Do you realize how much money people bet on a bowl and how much goes to these silly prop bets that no one ever really wins?
How many camera flashes will go off at kickoff? Like, who's going to count that? That's what somebody going to be DVRing the whole game to count the game. They're going to miss the game.
Yo, they are
so somebody can win the prop bet.
How many nipple rings of the cheerleaders will we
like Lady Gaga?
I would actually take that bet, though, Jim. I would take that bet either for a first touchdown or for like a late touchdown that like kind of seals the game for them. I can see a Dirty Bird. If I'm the Falcons, I'd wait till the latter because you don't want a Dirty Bird in the beginning of the game and then the Patriots come out and kick your mouth in, and then the Patriots are going to be Dirty Birding because we know they've done that. How many times did we see Rodney Harrison flapping his Eagles wings in 2005? Don't do anything early. But we didn't even do anything early. T.O. did that all season, and people they got on their nerves because he scored too much.
I saw on another show.
That brought back some pain.
We were talking about the prop bets, and they said they may have done that, but they don't think so now, considering how Jamal Anderson in his current situation, he kind of ruins everything. Cause that's his thing.
You don't want to bring dude up. Yeah, so you're right. Maybe if they keep that, because they've already passed the first test, Jim. Like, they've gone throughout Super Bowl week, and they didn't have like a man of the year get busted with prostitutes. So they're good in that respect. This is all the stuff they did before and during the Denver game. And then maybe if they keep Jamal Anderson, the spirit of Jamal Anderson away from the stadium, they could possibly do well too.
You got to keep that toxicness away, man. Yo, and shout out to all the Myers out there who just made money this past week for their college tuition, because we all know that's why you do it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
go to college.
Tell my man Jamal Anderson to stop pulling out.
Yo, B. Austin, here's another good one. This last one I'll bring up. It says Peyton Manning commercials. The line is at 1.5. Will we have over or under?
Oh, we going over that.
Over.
Yeah, we going over that.
We over.
Papa John's is drawn. We're gonna get a Papa John's and a Nationwide. So that's two right there.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is Nationwide gonna pull the trigger? Like,
Nationwide is on your side.
But you know what, Jim? Papa John's will pull the trigger more than once. They so pressed. So
they'll do two separate commercials.
And you know why though? It's not terrible. It's not terrible marketing for Papa John's to go more than once and to go early, because people are ordering pizza right now. So if you can get a nice couple of first quarter Papa John's commercials, get people. Pizza is life. Jimmy and I are all about pizza culture.
Pizza culture is the truth. And today is my day to get gluttonous. I've been trying to eat right all week just so this Sunday during a bowl I can get my pizza game.
Right.
Up.
Same for me. And then after today, I'm gonna get right again, because in 2 weeks we got the Glutton Fest coming up.
Oh my God.
Gluttony too.
Y'all people coming from Philly, be sure to bring some of them grandma cupcakes from ShopRite.
You already know.
Cupcake,
Gluttony 9.
You already know they're coming. Listen, man, we got the homie Phil Maddock in the building. He wants to give his picks.
Yeah, we're gonna take Phil's call, and then we're gonna get up out of this piece.
What's good?
What's up, player?
Yo, can you hear me?
I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to listen. I didn't see the joint on the board.
Oh, all right, well.
Salute to Phil Maddock.
Phil, we're gonna mute you if you wanna give your pick. Just press 1 so we can see the little joint on the switchboard. But hurry up, because we're about to sign off in a minute.
All right, man. So B. Austin, you didn't really go talk your talk. So before we get out of here, what's your final thoughts? For Thursday, I'll give my very final thought. But the floor is, beloved.
My final thought is, Andy Toe, you gotta let my brother Jimmy go, man. This is Super Bowl.
Andy Toe, right now, if I see you in the street, I'm just gonna smack you open hand,
Andy just smacked you right back and cut you off on that joint.
Wonder how many times he heard us threaten him on the air.
Still mess with us.
I'm gonna call him and tell him to listen to the shows. Like, we threaten you every week, guys.
Where'd June Tall at? I believe that I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to win this Super Bowl. I don't know how much of that is just retribution for when my quarterback got out there, threw up several times and gave the ball to.
He ain't gonna let that down until Carson Wentz brings him a Super Bowl.
Even after that, till I'm dead, because I could have had one when I was in my mid-20s instead of having to wait until
instead of being all old.
Yeah. And it's that bull fault. But I really want to. I'm riding with the Falcons. I think that there is an opportunity here for talent to trump experience in this case. But it's not. It's a shaky. You're looking shaky, baby. That pick is looking shaky.
Hey Jim, how much do you think that's a hope pick, since he lives so close to Atlanta now? As they say in the ratchet TV that we watch, if they win, they gonna turn up down there, and I think B. Austin might go get himself into some
He trying
trouble.
to see a bunch of scattered.
You better hope they lose, B. You better hope they lose, man, because they gonna turn up down there.
Yo,
Shout out to Love and Hip Hop.
Long as Bree ain't in the city, I'm all right.
Oh my God. Anyway, so
she on Earth, so I'm not all right.
She's in the universe.
And I'm sticking. I thought maybe my pick, because my pick is like yours, B. It was a shaky pick, and I picked the Patriots. I'm gonna stick with the Patriots. I'm gonna give them another 3-point Super Bowl. I'm gonna go 34-31. New England Patriots, Tom Brady, MVP, and we might get to see that moment that I was talking about a few minutes ago. So, Jim, one last time for your pick, good brother.
You already know, man. Listen, I've been saying since the season started, I'm going with the Falcons, and my logic is nothing football-based, not even logic-based. It's simply because the Cavaliers and Cubs have, ruined the space-time continuum, so it has to continue for the Falcons to win because it just doesn't make sense for the Falcons to win. I'm going 34-20, Atlanta, although I think they probably will lose. But I'm going to pick the Falcons anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just because everything is Trump is president, the Cavs want an NBA chip, the Cubs want a bet. Are you serious? So it has to continue where the Falcons, a team that can never, get over the hump in their existence, actually pulls this off. I'm going with the Falcons, man. Matty Ice, MVP.
I was going to say, and for me, Jim, this is one of those things, for me, a pick is a pick. You know what I'm saying? I would actually, and I'm not a New England Patriots hater, but I would love to see the Falcons win, strictly because of Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? PSP, Philly support Philly. So it'd be nice to see the homeboy bring one home if the home team can't ever bring one home. So, shout out to Matty Ice. I didn't pick y'all, but I'll be rooting for you. I usually don't root. And it's not, it's not really that serious. I'm not going to be upset either way, but I'd like to see the homie get one. Any parting shots before we get up out of here? Super Bowl 51 on the way.
Salute to the Pats. You guys do have the greatest coach in NFL history, in my opinion.
It's a done deal. Book it.
Book it. I don't care if he's a cheater.
What about the quarterback? A lot of people say they got the greatest one of those, too.
Austin, I think he's the best because he's a cheater.
Word. The quarterback is a top 10. And I don't know. We don't have time to get into where he falls in that top 10. He's a little overrated. But he's top 10 all time, though.
He at the table of gods.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're about to go, but Phil is he does have his hand raised right now, so we're gonna go to Phil Maddock from the Tissue and the Tape podcast, also from On the Couch with the Wilsons. Phil, we got to come to you real quick because we're about to go off the air. What's going on, good brother? What's your picks for the game?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Happy Super Sunday.
Happy Super Sunday. Let's get it.
Hey, man, real quick, I ain't going to hold y'all because I know we gotta get ready to these festivities, get to these biddles. Falcons, 37-31.
Okay.
Somebody
nice.
on the offense will be the MVP. I don't want one of them nondescript dudes like a Larry Smith dude.
Hey, yo, what's up, boys?
What's good?
Listen, man. So Falcons 37-31. That's what's up, man. So, man, appreciate the call. We gotta get out of here, man. But definitely appreciate showing love, man.
Yeah, we holler at you
No
Thursday
doubt.
for the late post game show, the final wrap up.
All right, no doubt.
All right, man.
Peace.
That's Phil Maddock, everybody. Tissue and the Tape Hip Hop Show on the War Room Sports Podcast Network. Make sure you check that out. But we'd like to thank you, good folks, for joining us for yet another Super Bowl pregame tailgate. I believe this is our 7th straight year doing our pregame show. So shout out to everybody on social media, Facebook, Twitter, chat room. We opened it up a little late, so I don't even know if anybody got to get in there. And all the callers who called in to holler at us, special thanks to Mike Scott, War Room Sports correspondent down there live from Houston, giving us the atmosphere, giving us the actual factuals of what's going on down there. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursday on our regular time, live right here on demand on the WRS Podcast Network for the Super Bowl 51 wrap-up, because we're going to wrap that up. We're going to talk a little NBA going into the All-Star break. And I guess from here on out for us, we talk a little bit of hockey every once in a while when we have a guest. But after this Super Bowl, it's going to be hoops talk galore.
That's right.
So
all is nice, and so is pizza.
No doubt. So until then, make sure y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. Sit back. Don't get up during the commercials. Because if you're new to this thing, the commercials sometimes are the best part of the game. So enjoy your Super Bowl. Enjoy your week of sports until we're right back here with you. Be sure to catch our conversations on Facebook and Twitter, as well as our blogs, which we will have a blog up probably in the next 30 minutes because we had one of our authors, Gus Griffin, write something about Tom Brady. So check warroomsports.com for that coming up in the next few minutes. You can also check out our podcast on WRS Podcast Network. Also, make sure you pick up Jimmy's book, Sports the Book, at sportsthebook.com or warroomsports.com. Until next time, everybody, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance. We'll see you chumps on top. Super Bowl 51.
That's all y'all got.
6 to 8. Yeah. War Room Sports. Y'all ready? Let's go. Stay in tune to Jimmy. Know the blueprint. Yo. Every Thursday, 6 to 8, they do this. Shout out to Dev, PJ, B. Austin, Bay on replay. warroomsports.com. Get that mobile app. If not, dial 323-140012. They be going and you sensitive, then oh well. Physical podcast, let's talk sports. Showtime like magic in the block push. Listen live, push one to join in. Rip your team or listen for your enjoyment. Hip-hop scholars, pit stop and knowledge. Should be in sports credits, I ain't talking college. 5 guys, no beef though. Portrait, secret, but the streets know. Belafonte, I got a G flow. KC, royalty, I'm in beast mode. 2 hours, get your game up. Who's the best in sportscast? You better name us. War Room Sports. Yeah, you know, Jimmy, Dev, PJ, Jack Beck, B. Austin. I'm Jack. Up and coming on the beat.
War Room Sports, www.warroomsports.com. What? Ain't no more to it.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
It's a common expression, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. However, what if the horse's mouth is filled with useful insurance tools? This is the exact case with the Geico app. Yes, the app is free and therefore a gift horse. However, look inside the app and behold, emergency roadside assistance, digital ID cards, bill pay. Get the Geico app. Look it in the mouth. Get amazing services. Thank you.